Hello, and now we're going to, in our previous video, we showed how you connected to the XLX reflector using the WPSD or Pi-Star software. Now we're going to show you how to connect to the URF 239 using openSPOT. So I'm using an openSPOT 4, and so what you'll want to do, first of all, make sure you're on a profile that you're happy with kind of destroying or not, make a blank profile, and that would probably be the best. Maybe copy one of your other profiles over to a new one, one that you've got things set up like Wi-Fi and all that stuff. Just copy it over, because what we're going to do is we're going to change the settings. The other thing you need to do is make sure that you're in advanced mode. Without advanced mode, you're going to not have some fields, so it's very important to do that. Now, normally I would try to use quick setup, but quick setup doesn't quite work with XLX and DMR. What it will try to do is it'll try to connect using like D-Star and do a cross mode, but we don't want to do that. We want to use our DMR radio, and we don't want a cross mode. We want to be in there as DMR. So what you'll do, instead of using quick setup, and this might only be a first time thing, because quick setup might work after you've got the server configured in your openSPOT, but we're gonna go over to connectors. So when you're in the web interface, and it's probably better, at least for this first one, not to use your phone, maybe use your computer, just because it's easier to navigate things. So go over to connectors, and then what we'll do is, by default, so in this profile I copied over, it was in YSF, but what we're gonna change to is homebrew MMDVM. So it was in YSF, System Fusion. We're gonna change it over to homebrew MMDVM. Now, don't click the switch to selected yet, because what we're going to do is we're going to configure the server settings. So what I've done down here is we have URF 239, whocaresradio.com. That's the host. We're going to use server or the port 62. Yes, this is correct. We're going to use the port 62030. That's important. So just going to leave it kind of sitting here. If you want to pause it and write that down. URF 239, whocaresradio.com, port 62030. And what you can do then is, so it's blank, we can do add server, okay? When you do this, it puts it kind of in your custom list. So I'm not sure why it's red. But when you hit the add server, you'll then have it in your pull down list. So you have now you'll have a custom server 62030. So for fun, now that we've got the custom servers in there, let's look to see if we could use quick setup really quick. So I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna do quick setup DMR. I'm gonna click on the DMR Plus Mark TGF XLX, and let's see if our custom server's in there now. I don't think it will be, but just for fun, let's look. Scrolling down through all this list. I thought maybe we would get lucky and it would show up in this quick setup, but it doesn't. I don't know how to make it show up in the quick setup, because that would be awesome if you could, wait, whoa, did I see something? I thought I saw something over here. Oh, I thought I saw it in the other. No, so for whatever reason, maybe, what we'll do is let's come back to this. Let's come back to this after we're done setting up the connectors. So we went back over here. Yeah, I lost my settings. So yeah, let's just switch to MMDVM. So this at this point here, let's just switch to selected. Let's get the radio in DMR mode.
openSPOT connected to MMDVM server.
So I think from previous setups that I had mine set up that way, but we selected that, okay? But let's just go look in our pull down because we saved it from either. So we got custom servers in there. Yep, good. We don't have to do add servers. So let me continue on now and just talk about this. You just put your call sign in. You'll put your DMR ID. You'll put in whatever URL you want. This doesn't matter. This isn't used for anything. The password here for the server, and it's not a secret, it's just a generic password. This is like basically the same thing as a blank. So for the password for this server, it's just PASSW, the number 0 RD. So instead of password spelled out, you're replacing the O, okay, with a 0. And 62030 is good. Now I'm going to show you this here. Auto connect to ID 4001. What this means, so if you watch my other video, you'll know that 4001 is A, 4002 is B, okay? So I'm assuming on your openSPOT, you're going to automatically just want to connect to A. So let's just put 4001, make it a group call. And I think everything else is right here. Just kind of copy what I have here and just double check. I will scroll slow so you can kind of look it up. So I think a lot of these are default. The only thing you might have to enter is this 4001, and you might have to do this unlinked talk group and blah, blah, blah. So that looks all good to me. So if you've, once you're set, just hit the save. And this is gonna make your thing restart.
openSPOT connected to MMDVM server.
So if you're lucky, you get it all connected to the MMDVM server. Now, in order to talk, so you won't do talk group 4001. You're actually going to do local, okay, which is talk group 9. So in my radio, I've already got local set as talk group 9. So there you go, talk group 9. So I'm going to select this to make it default on this channel for right now. Exit out. So I'm on talk group 9. I've got my phone over here set to who cares, or it should be. Okay, so if I talk on, and I've got my openSPOT right here. It's plugged into power, it's charging. Let us now talk on the radio on talk group 9. This is KF8S. Just doing a DMR test on my openSPOT for the video. Okay, that worked great. And now I'm talking back from All-Star. Which is going into the openSPOT. And then out to my DMR radio. And there you go. So I feel like the openSPOT is a little easier to configure compared to the WPSD. And now I'm able to use my DMR radio on who cares. Now, this is great if you don't have your All-Star node with you or a ham VoIP, hams over IP. I mean, I like to use this a lot. It's connected to the Wi-Fi. But here you go. So that's basically URF 239 with the openSPOT. And we'll just look at our universal connector so you can kind of see. You see the links here, and my KF8S should be on here. Yep, there it is, DMR MMDVM. So that shows that I'm connected through DMR onto module A. And I think it shows what module I am. Yeah, A. Okay. It looks like there is somebody connected to C on D star, which is fine. But there's nothing going on C, so I don't know why they're there. And my last herd, you can see me connecting there. So, all right, I hope that makes a little sense. I like to make these videos a little bit verbose, just to go through any issues here or any questions. I'm trying to figure out where I put my. I must have opened up a new tab. All right, thank you guys. Bye bye.